Do you ever feel like your confidence is holding you back? You're not alone. Many people struggle with self-doubt and low self-esteem, often without realizing the root causes. The truth is, we all have the potential to be confident and self-assured. But sometimes our own habits and thought patterns can sabotage our best efforts. In this video, we'll explore 9 common habits that might be chipping away at your confidence and discuss strategies for overcoming them. One of the most pervasive habits that can destroy your confidence is negative self-talk. This is the constant inner dialogue where you criticize yourself, focus on your flaws, and downplay your strengths. Over time, this negative self-talk can become so automatic that you barely even notice it anymore, but it's always there, eroding your self-esteem and making you doubt yourself. The impact of negative self-talk on your confidence can be profound. When you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, smart enough, or attractive enough, you start to believe it. You begin to see yourself through a lens of negativity, and this can affect every aspect of your life, from your relationships to your career. So how can you break free from the cycle of negative self-talk? The first step is awareness. Start paying attention to your inner dialogue and notice when you're engaging in negative self-talk. When you catch yourself, try to reframe your thoughts in a more positive or neutral way. For example, instead of telling yourself, "I'm so stupid for making that mistake," try saying, "Everyone makes mistakes sometimes. I'll learn from this and do better next time." Another helpful strategy is to practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a good friend. Recognize that everyone has flaws and makes mistakes, and that doesn't make you any less worthy or valuable as a person. Comparing yourself to others. Another common habit that can destroy your confidence is comparing yourself to others. In today's social media-driven world, it's easier than ever to fall into the trap of comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. You see their perfectly curated Instagram posts, their impressive job titles on LinkedIn, and their seemingly flawless lives, and you start to feel like you don't measure up. The problem with comparison is that it's rarely a fair or accurate assessment. You're comparing your entire life with all its ups and downs to a carefully selected snapshot of someone else's. You don't see the struggles, the doubts, and the imperfections that everyone experiences behind closed doors. Moreover, comparison robs you of the opportunity to appreciate your own unique strengths and accomplishments. When you're constantly looking at what others have or have achieved, you lose sight of what makes you special and valuable in your own right. To overcome the habit of comparison, try shifting your focus to your own journey and progress. Celebrate your own successes, no matter how small they might seem. Set goals that are meaningful to you and work towards them at your own pace. Remember that everyone's path is different, and there's no one right way to live a fulfilling life. Perfectionism is another habit that can seriously undermine your confidence. When you set unrealistically high standards for yourself and feel like you always fall short, it's easy to get caught in a cycle of self-doubt and self-criticism. The fear of failure that often accompanies perfectionism can be paralyzing. You might find yourself procrastinating on important tasks or avoiding new challenges altogether because you're afraid you won't be able to do them perfectly. Over time, this can lead to a sense of stagnation and a lack of growth, which only further erodes your confidence. To break free from the trap of perfectionism, It's important to learn to embrace imperfection and view mistakes as growth opportunities. Recognize that no one is perfect, and that's okay. What matters is that you're putting in effort and learning along the way. Try setting more realistic expectations for yourself and celebrate your progress rather than fixating on the end result. When you do make a mistake or fall short of your goals, practice self-compassion and remind yourself that failure is a natural part of the learning process. People-pleasing is another common habit that can chip away at your confidence over time. When you're constantly seeking approval and validation from others, you're essentially handing over your power and self-worth to external sources. The problem with people-pleasing is that it often leads to sacrificing your own needs and boundaries in order to make others happy. You might find yourself saying yes to things you don't really want to do, or staying silent when you have something important to say, all in the name of avoiding conflict or disapproval. Over time, this habit can leave you feeling resentful, exhausted, and disconnected from your own desires and values. It can also make you more susceptible to manipulation and mistreatment from others who recognize your need for approval. To overcome people-pleasing, it's important to start building self-validation and assertiveness skills. Practice tuning into your own needs and desires, and learning to prioritize them even when they conflict with what others want from you. Set healthy boundaries in your relationships and communicate them clearly and respectfully. Remember that it's okay to say no sometimes, and that doing so doesn't make you a bad or selfish person. Procrastination is a habit that many of us struggle with, and it can have a serious impact on our confidence over time. When you're constantly putting off important tasks and decisions due to self-doubt, you reinforce the idea that you're not capable or worthy of success. The cycle of procrastination can be hard to break because it often feels easier in the short term to avoid the discomfort of facing a challenging task. However, in the long run, procrastination only leads to more stress, anxiety, and feelings of inadequacy. To break free from procrastination, it's important to start taking action despite uncertainty or discomfort. Break big tasks down into smaller, more manageable steps and focus on making progress rather than achieving perfection. Practice self-compassion when you do procrastinate, recognizing that it's a common struggle and not a reflection of your worth as a person. At the same time, hold yourself accountable and commit to making progress, even if it's just a little bit each day. Another habit that can seriously undermine your confidence is neglecting your own self-care. When you're constantly prioritizing others' needs over your own physical and emotional well-being, you send the message to yourself that you're not important or deserving of care and attention. Self-care isn't just about bubble baths and spa days, although those can certainly be part of it. It's about making a consistent effort to attend to your own needs and nurture yourself on all levels: physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. When you neglect self-care, you're more likely to feel run down, stressed, and disconnected from yourself. This can lead to a host of negative consequences, from physical illness to emotional burnout to a general sense of dissatisfaction with life. To prioritize self-care, start by identifying your own unique needs and preferences. What makes you feel nourished, energized, and fulfilled? It might be exercise, creative pursuits, time in nature, connecting with loved ones, or any number of other activities. Once you've identified your self-care needs, make a plan to incorporate them into your daily or weekly routine. Treat them as non-negotiable commitments, just like you would any other important appointment or obligation. Remember that self-care isn't selfish. It's essential for your overall well-being and ability to show up fully in all areas of your life. Avoiding challenges is another habit that can seriously undermine your confidence over time. When you stay within your comfort zone and shy away from new experiences, you limit your opportunities for growth and self-discovery. The fear of failure or discomfort that often drives challenge avoidance is understandable, but it's important to recognize that facing challenges is essential for building resilience and self-belief. When you push yourself outside your comfort zone and succeed, you prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you might have thought. Moreover, even when you don't succeed in the traditional sense, facing challenges helps you develop important skills like problem-solving, adaptability, and perseverance. These skills are essential for navigating life's ups and downs with confidence and grace. To overcome the habit of avoiding challenges, start by setting small, achievable goals for yourself. Look for opportunities to try new things or take on projects that stretch your skills and abilities. When you do face a challenge, approach it with curiosity and a growth mindset. Instead of focusing on the possibility of failure, focus on the opportunity for learning and development. Celebrate your successes along the way and practice self-compassion when things don't go as planned. Remember that every challenge you face is an opportunity to build your confidence and resilience. Negative body image is a pervasive issue that can have a serious impact on confidence and self-worth. When you're constantly criticizing your appearance and focusing on perceived flaws, it's hard to feel good about yourself as a whole person. The media and society at large often promote narrow and unrealistic standards of beauty, which can make it easy to fall into the trap of negative body image. However, it's important to recognize that your worth as a person is not defined by your appearance. Cultivating a positive body image starts with practicing self-acceptance and self-love. Instead of focusing on what you don't like about your body, try to appreciate all the amazing things it does for you every day. Engage in activities that make you feel good in your body, whether that's dancing, swimming, yoga, or something else entirely. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who appreciate you for who you are, not just what you look like. When negative thoughts about your appearance do arise, practice challenging them with more realistic and compassionate self-talk. Remind yourself that every body is unique and deserving of love and respect, including your own. Finally, dwelling on past failures is a habit that can seriously hold you back from building confidence and moving forward in life. When you're constantly ruminating on past mistakes and setbacks, you keep yourself stuck in a negative feedback loop that undermines your self-belief. It's natural to feel disappointed or frustrated when things don't go as planned, but it's important to recognize that failure is a normal and necessary part of the learning process. Every successful person has experienced setbacks and failures along the way. What matters is how they choose to respond to them. Instead of dwelling on past failures, try to approach them with a growth mindset. Ask yourself what you can learn from the experience and how you can use that knowledge to do better next time. Practice self-compassion and remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes sometimes. What matters is that you keep moving forward and don't let past setbacks define your future. When you find yourself ruminating on past failures, try to redirect your focus to the present moment and the opportunities that lie ahead. Set new goals for yourself and take action towards achieving them, even if it feels scary or uncertain at first. Building confidence is a journey, and like any journey, it's not always a straight or easy path. By becoming aware of the habits that might be holding you back and taking steps to overcome them, you're already making significant progress. Remember that every small step counts, and that setbacks and challenges are a natural part of the process. What matters is that you keep showing up for yourself with compassion, curiosity, and a commitment to growth. As you work on developing more confident habits and thought patterns, be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress along the way. Surround yourself with supportive people who believe in you and your potential. And most importantly, remember that your worth as a person is innate and unconditional. No matter what challenges you face or mistakes you make, you are always deserving of love, respect, and confidence. So keep learning, keep growing, and keep shining your light in the world. Your unique gifts and talents are needed, and the world is waiting for you to step into your full potential. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the habits that can destroy confidence and the strategies for overcoming them. I hope you found this video helpful and inspiring. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What resonated with you most? What challenges are you facing in your own confidence journey, and what steps are you taking to overcome them? Remember, you're not alone in this journey. We're all learning and growing together, and every voice matters. So don't be afraid to share your own experiences and insights. You never know who you might inspire or encourage along the way.